We're all about pets. We're all about fun. We have the nicest people. Our deals are number one. You'll love Dave's, Dave's Soda and Pet City. We make shopping for your pet. Fun, 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 fun.
We're filming. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Dave's Pet Show. So we have a special guest who we dragged out of retirement today.
I thought you were going to say what the cat dragged in. That was a given. Look
No.
what the cat dragged in.
Well, we could say that. Look what the cat dragged in. So you haven't been here a long time. Of course,
No,
we're
long
not
time.
on all the time because we got bumped this year for so many football games and baseball games, and
What is with that?
I know we're so.
Don't they know who we are?
I know. No, evidently
Sick
they
of
don't.
it. I'm
I know.
sick of it.
We have to educate them.
That's right. That's
So
right.
anyway, we are here, and so Miss Sandy is here with. We couldn't do Christmas without Sandy, right? Isn't that how?
Absolutely.
Isn't that how it goes? So the first thing I'm
Absolutely.
going to have to ask you is, what are you holding?
Cork balls.
And why would you be holding cork balls?
I don't know. They're over there in the jar.
What are
In
we
the
doing?
cat
What are we
department.
doing with?
Okay.
You know what?
Okay.
I think I'm missing those. Can I see them? I'm going to put them in my pocket. What do you do with these?
They're cat toys.
Oh, they are.
You put catnip on them.
Yes.
Don't these look familiar to you?
Yes.
Buds?
Yes.
I knew it.
Yes.
Brings
Flashback.
back the old days,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, obviously, you rub the little cork balls with the
Yes.
catnip, and it's an entertaining tool for your cat.
Yes, it is. I'll bet it is. And what else can you do with this?
Well, on your cat
From the
furniture,
field. Yes.
yep, direct from the field.
Yes.
God, that looks familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to always apply catnip to your cat furniture. It will entice them to romp and play.
To use the cat.
Right,
You know
right.
where else is great to put the catnip on? Like if you get a new couch,
Oh,
a nice fabric couch,
no.
and you go over to someone's house that you don't like, and they have a cat. You secretly bring it over, and you rub it on their
Joe
couch.
was just talking about that.
What? Oh, your cat's
Ripping up his
ripping
new
up-
furniture.
Yeah. Well.
Oh,
Right?
well.
You know, if I owned a furniture store.
We always seem to forget our kitties, so we want to
Yes.
do this first.
Yeah.
This is what is this?
Kathmandu.
Kathmandu, bonita flakes. It's shredded, dried, cured fish for your cat. And they
this is-
love it.
and they eat this though.
Oh,
they
yeah,
don't. They
yeah.
don't put it on cat furniture.
No, you can rub that on your furniture too, and it'll
Right.
smell
Right.
like
and
hell.
these are little flaky things.
Yes, they
Actually,
are. They're
we have. You know that one of our foods has bonito
Yes.
in
Yes.
it. But I've never seen a bonito fish on a menu. Right?
I haven't either, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's an edible fish for humans. Yeah, it must be.
Must be.
Pretty much. It's
Must
a,
be.
It's a warm water, Florida
Really?
seeking monster.
How do you know all this?
I don't know. I read it. in
All
a
right. So
book
we brought.
somewhere.
I just brought lots of stuff
Oh,
over.
I just want to do one thing
yes.
first.
Yes.
People are always complaining, I'm not buying my dog any stuffed animals because the first thing they do is pull the stuffing out. Guess
Skinnies.
what? No, unstuffables.
Right. What a great name.
So they can't pull the stuffing out.
Right. But there's a squeaker.
Oh, so what? They're not looking
There
for
is
this.
no- right.
There's no stuffing. Tia the first thing she used to do was find the seam and work at it,
Yes.
and pull the stuffing out, and the thing was flat. So
Right.
why bother? Now you got a flat one to begin with.
When are you getting another dog, by the way?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did
I
you
want
see
my
that? You have
Tia
to
back.
come. You have to come see the one in the office. Jillian
Oh,
just
no.
got. It's about this
Oh, no.
big. It's hysterical. So this toy would be about 4 times bigger than the dog she'll bring it around.
Oh, my
All right. So we
gosh.
got that. Now, when I was at the Backer Show in Chicago,
Oh, my God. We let him loose at a show
they let me
again.
loose at a show, and
Oh, you've done good.
aren't these adorable?
Those are cute.
We notice I picked one for cats right
That's
away.
right.
So we
That's
have all these
right.
absolutely adorable. These are great presents.
Wow, these are really nice.
We indoor, outdoor. I brought one home first thing because we got a shepherd one.
Yeah.
So we got one of
Those
those.
are really
But yeah,
cute.
I mean there's like a million different designs. Is this upside down? No, I don't think there is a right way. I don't think there is a right. I mean they're just.
But the texture of them is really nice, and they're very, very well made.
And they're So they got these holes, so they're indoor. So if it rains on them or whatever, they're indoor, outdoor, and it's very good.
No, I don't think that's what the dots are for.
Well, no, well, it lets the moisture through.
No.
Oh, it isn't? What's it for?
Skid proof.
Skin proof.
Skid.
Oh, skid proof. Okay, next. Boys and girls, I just thought we have so many Goldens and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, that's skid proof.
Oh, look.
That's very
says right
important.
here. These dots let the moisture through.
They're solid dots. How can the moisture go through them?
They're solid moisture proof through.
The moisture
Dots.
stays in the dots.
Next.
That's what it is.
One of our
Biggest sellers.
biggest sellers every year, and they do this nicely.
They do.
The
Beautiful
greenies.
packaging.
Yes, they do.
And remember, folks, this is a treat to be eaten in moderation.
Right.
Just like potato chips. You don't eat the whole bag, or sometimes
Right. Did you
do.
see on Yahoo that one of the foods that makes America the fattest, the worst foods in the history is potato chips?
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause-
Like anything else, I mean, in moderation.
Right. I love this.
These are great. These
Right.
are great for those
Great chewing
big
toys.
dog
Yeah.
nars that
Here's the deal. Do not leave your dog alone chewing on these
on
or any other toys
any other toy,
that we
and
have.
do not put
Right.
any chewing things in their crates while you're gone for
Right.
whatever period of time.
Right.
Hopefully, you're not gone for 8 hours
Right.
a day. But no,
How about an antler?
no,
Not
nothing.
even nothing.
They could choke,
Right. They could choke.
and there's
Right.
nobody there to do the Heimlich.
Right. I'm going to leave that one alone. Okay. So let's say you don't know what to get. We did this last year for the first time, and it was such a huge success. We obviously had to do it again. So if you come into the store, but we have to talk about our new store in
Yes,
Stafford.
I haven't been there
You
yet.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So we'll give you one of these stockings.
Free,
Free.
absolutely free.
And any pet accessories that you can put in here, you get 10% off of. So everybody
you can
is.
stuff it.
You can stuff a lot of stuff in here.
Stuff,
So.
even if it's hanging out a little bit, we'll
Yeah,
go with that.
we
but-
even had a lady figure out how to put a dog crate in here for a Great Dane. Very clever lady.
Friend of yours?
Yeah, friend of mine. Friend of mine. So one of my favorite products, because AKC stain and spot remover in case anybody's getting puppies.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
which is interesting. I don't know if anyone reads, if you read the paper on Sundays, there's two columns. There's one by that the veterinarian
Yes.
who always writes, and there's
Yes.
another one by the lady who runs Dakin.
Right.
So we always used to say not to get a pet at Christmas, and she says, no, Christmas is a great time to get a pet.
Matter of opinion.
And her reasoning is that most houses are not Grand Central Station. If your house
Yeah, true.
isn't, you got to
True.
use
No, I get it.
use your head. But it's a great time because everybody's home. It's easier for the animal to get socialized
to
and
everyone.
acclimate. Correct. So you know what? If your house fits in that kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
category,
Yeah. But do
Makes
it.
sense.
I agree and I disagree in a certain case. If you have a lot of children
Yeah.
and the puppy is small,
Yeah.
too much activity in the beginning is not good for, especially small breed dogs, because
Yeah.
they become hypoglycemic very quickly. Bigger dogs, it's a different story. But as long as you keep it to a low key, that's fine. Everybody be happy. But they're only little babies.
right. So anyway,
And you gotta shake me.
yes, you have to
Shake
shake
me.
me to activate me. And this is really interesting. This is AKC put their stamp on this spot and stain remover, and we got these cute little signs because the enzymes.
Right.
This is
Enzymatic cleaner.
enzymatic cleaners, right? But the enzymes are always settling on the
Right,
bottom in
right.
anything that there's enzymes.
And
So before you use it, you always have to shake it to wake up those sleepy enzymes.
Okay, and the reason enzymatic cleaners are better than chemical cleaners, enzymes eat the proteins in cat, dog, urine, feces, where chemical cleaners mask it. Absolutely. I went to Enzyme University.
I'll bet you did. Okay, next. Much to my delight, there has been a huge increase in the amount of healthy treats for dogs. And a couple of years ago, you would be hard-pressed to walk into a store like ours to
Right.
find grain-free and gluten-free treats. Now we have gazillions of them. I think these are a great
I'm going to tell you something funny that happened that that will attribute to what you're saying. When Tia was a puppy,
Yeah.
I bake, and I decided to make her dog cookies. And the recipe was like 4 cups of wheat.
Yeah.
And guess what? After she ate the cookies, her
Yeah.
whole back broke out in scabby mess as an allergic reaction.
Yep.
And from that point on, her whole life she had problem
With
with
wheat?
wheat products.
Right.
So just like children, if you introduce something new to your pet, do it gradually so you can see if they have a reaction to
Right.
it. So where these grain-free products are now available is marvelous.
It is, and you know what? They're no more expensive
No.
than any of the others. Some of you know this, but of all the allergens, food allergens that dogs and cats have, it's usually wheat. It's not corn. It's
Right,
wheat.
and that was a perfect
Right.
example of that.
So every single one, not every one, but almost, I'm going to say every one of the high-end foods, nobody has wheat in it.
Right.
Not
Right.
not one.
Right.
Kiss of death. So we also have
Don't forget our little birdies.
little birdies, and we put together a wonderful. We do this every year, a wonderful kit of a decent sized cage, and I'm going to emphasize decent sized cage for $39.99, and it's a great deal.
Right, you know,
It's a great starter kit.
a lot of people, unfortunately, are looking to save money and they'll opt to go with a smaller cage. We all could be very happy in a studio apartment, but you're not going to be to your optimum health. Spend the few extra dollars
Right.
and get him or her, you know, the proper accommodations because it's important. In fact, black and orange, what school color is that?
Tech High.
They're not even alive anymore.
Oh,
But no, it's just a school color. Agawam
Yes,
is
it-
brown and orange.
oh, it is. Well, this is close to brown and orange.
Because I was going to say, if you live in the town
Right.
that has the school team,
Right.
come by this cage.
Right. So this
Put
is
your cat
important
in
because this is the parakeet,
Yeah.
which we get from a very nice lady in Connecticut, and a decent sized cage. So it's a great. It's a wonderful
they're
present.
beautiful
Yep.
parakeets.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful.
They're my favorites. So the last thing I just want to show, these are really cool. We've never had these before. A gift box of a big
Wow.
rawhide bone, and you know what? I believe that these bones are made in the U.S. of A., which is a big deal. Let's see, not for human consumption. Sorry, no, it's not. But some of the Pet Factory stuff is made in
Right,
the USA,
right.
but this particular one. But you know what? It's kind of
It is. It's nice. It's all gift wrapped
Yep.
and packaged up. Don't
Yep.
forget, we got to talk about our cookies.
yes. This is the
I
coolest.
told you I bake, so that's what I've been
This is the
doing for the
coolest thing.
3 months that I've been out
So
of work.
can you? I don't know if we can hold some of these.
Don't break them.
I'm not. Well, they're pretty hard. Some of these little guys.
Oh my God, they got peace signs.
Yeah, I mean, these are just so cool. I tell you what, I was in Philadelphia,
To Santa.
and one of my buddies owns a bunch of really high-end
Oh, they're
stores.
gingerbread. Oh. Here, take
Right?
that with your buds.
Like, wow, man.
Here, take that with your buds.
Takes that right. And they're 3 for $5.
Oh, these are nice.
Right. They're wonderful. So you can look at this.
Yeah. Look at this one, the reindeer.
How cool are these? Right? Very, very cool. So all the stores got these.
And just for a mention, this is not chocolate. It's carob.
Oh, it's not?
Dogs can eat chocolate.
Oh,
You know that.
no, I know that. I know that.
It's good.
It is good.
Yeah. It's your fault. You made me come
Right.
back.
So anyway, don't go away, folks. Matt and I have some creepy crawlers, and Sandy will be back. We're not going to let her off this easy.
Dave Soda, Pet Food City, yeah.
Well, hi. Here we are back, and we didn't want to leave because one area that Sandy's really good at, we're still trying to figure out. It's been after 15 years. But she does know a little bit about wild bird stuff. But even before we do the wild bird stuff, because we may get some snow, we need to talk about this.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is a completely 100% safe for your pets. The problem with using salt, regular salt or sodium chloride, it gets in their paws, in the webs of their paws. It can cause cracking and chafing. Plus, if they lick it, they ingest it, and it can cause problems. So always make sure
You use a pet safe one.
a pet safe one.
Right.
Absolutely.
So just sometimes customers will walk in and say, why do we have rock salt or whatever? Because some of our customers don't have pets.
Right, right.
So we have to carry it for everybody. That would be the reason.
And also there's...
But then you're piping smoking.
Well, I got to go get the buds. And there's two types of salt to consider for certain temperatures. Some work at higher temperatures and some work at the lower temperatures. So make sure you read the label.
Right, okay. Now let's talk fun stuff.
Okay. One thing for all you birders that are feeding
heavy.
the wild birds. Well, that's not what I'm going to talk about.
Oh, jeez. You could build a house with this thing.
Joe brought that back from the tundra.
Oh my God.
Anyway, there is going to be a shortage of acorns this year. It's an anomaly that happens once every few years, and you really got to feel bad because the squirrels depend on that. And the best way to keep the squirrels away from your feeders is to put food for them in a separate area. I never had any problems with any squirrels. Well, Frank had the 357 Magnum, so that kind of helped out. But one thing I really strongly suggest, you're the holder, please, if you don't mind, is these squirrel logs. You can't, watch out, it'll fall off.
Okay.
This is equivalent to like 24 ears of corn, and they gnaw on it, and it's the cutest little thing because they sit here on this little table and they gnaw away. I put this maybe 8 to 10 feet away from my bird feeders with this, and they never bother my
bird feeders.
Right. Also, we sell raw peanuts, which you can put in a little container. We have quack and snack.
But you know why I like this better? Because it doesn't. There's no residual.
There's no mess. There's no mess. Although, you know what? I did have corn on the cob last year. You know how many corn stalks I had growing in my yard? Yeah. It was like Jack and the Beanstalk corn stalks.
Oh.
They were like this
Stephen
thick.
King lived in your neighborhood?
Yeah.
Right. Oh.
But the other one
is
the quack and snack.
Yes.
This is a combination of corn, sunflower.
It was made by a disgraced doctor.
And it's for...
Sorry.
Quack and snack. Oh, I just got that.
Okay.
This is for raccoons.
Oh, good, because everybody wants to feed raccoons.
No, well, last year when we had so much snow, there was no food for anybody.
Yeah.
So you have to share.
Raccoons?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I would do is I'd put some up around your chimney, and maybe they can crawl inside your chimney and make a home, because everybody wants a house without a few raccoons in your, and then make sure you put some in the garage, and put some around, especially if you have little kids around the house, you definitely want raccoons.
You can hand feed them.
Right.
Anyway, it's the thought.
Have you lost your mind since you've been retired?
Yes, I have, actually. But anyway, think about the squirrels. This helps to keep
about deer?
them. This turkeys. Turkeys and quail.
Yes. Lay off. Yeah.
It
Turkeys?
works.
It does work.
That's what it says.
Right. What else does it say?
Raccoons, pheasants, chipmunks, deers,
Deer.
ducks. Ideal for ducks.
Right.
Take a bag, go to Forest Park, pack a picnic lunch, bring your Himalayan salt block with you.
Not one of our biggest sellers. I'm going to be honest with you, but really.
Why? I buy it.
I know. We actually do sell. That's why it comes in this big bag.
I know.
We
it.
actually sell it. Is it legal to feed deer?
You could not feed the deer.
You
It's
can't.
not legal. In fact, a poor lady, 85 years old, I just saw it on the news this morning, she got arrested for feeding the ducks bread somewhere. $100 fine or a year in jail.
Feed ducks?
That's what, I don't know what town it was in. Certainly not Agawam.
So let's talk about our favorite feeders.
These are the best of best. They're a little more expensive than your average run-of-the-mill feeder, but they are 100% guaranteed for lifetime.
Yep.
I'm serious. I had a few occasions, very few, it's a very good product, where people have brought them back after 20 years, because you've been in business for like how many years? 38?
36.
36. Oh, you have a birthday coming up. I just thought of that.
You're right.
A big one.
Big one. Yep.
Well, respect your elders.
I know.
Because I've had that big one gone.
I know. It's
But
gone.
anyway, they came back with this plastic tube, and it was a bear ate it. And I called up the company, Droll Yankee, They overnighted him a new tube, and the guy was ecstatic.
Yep. So it's real Lexan, but here's the key. Especially on this particular model, they put this thing around it so nobody can chew
Right,
the Lexan.
the
Right.
plastic.
So it's just a wonderful, wonderful product. I love these products, and it's such a pleasure to sell something that is 100% money back guarantee. There's no questions. There's nothing.
No,
if something happens, just bring it back.
Yeah, and you don't
that's
need
it.
you don't need your receipt or anything.
Yeah.
Who keeps receipts for 20 years?
Right.
And this particular one contains a little brush for cleaning. Contrary to popular belief, it's very important to keep these clean. If
yeah.
if the seed gets wet down here,
they
first of
won't.
all, it's going to sprout. Second of all, it's going to cause mold
Yep.
and mildew
Yep.
and something else.
Something else.
So you always want to make sure you clean these thoroughly. It just takes
Right.
a minute
Yep.
with the
And
brush
then
and all.
sometimes even if you just take it upside down and
Yep.
just smack
Yep.
it like that, it comes down.
This can be hung, or it also can be attached to a pole. There's a threaded thing under there.
Yes, indeed.
Threads.
And if you put your
Threads.
you put your squirrel feeder thinger about
Yeah.
how many feet away? All right, now can we finally get to this?
Well, actually, what this is, it's Himalayan rock salt, and it's a natural supplement for, I'm not going to say wild animals because you're not supposed to do that, for domesticated animals such as
Deer?
cows,
Yeah.
horses,
Yeah.
and if you're a gourmet chef, you can cook with this. You can cook ahi tuna.
Yeah.
You're the holder.
Yeah.
Ahi tuna. They just did it last night at Crestview. That's why I know this.
All right, explain to me how they do this.
They put this on a grill with a gas flame,
Yeah.
and they heat this up, and they
Yeah.
cook the tuna, the ahi tuna, right on top
Right
of
on
this.
this. They just
yeah.
put this on a slab.
Yeah, well, their slab was bigger than that slab.
Yeah. Now, what would someone in our world
They would
for
use
besides
this.
hitting someone with this? It weighs about 20 pounds.
I know it. They would use it as a dietary supplement for their cows and their horses. You know, like salt blocks that they put
Yes.
out in the field. Same thing, but that one's from Himalaya.
Can you use this for deer?
Yes, I didn't say that, but
Right. So, folks, if you want to live on the edge, put a couple of these out on your lawn.
some apples.
Right,
Put
some apples in it,
Actually,
right.
put it right under the apple tree.
Right. Put it next to the quack and snack, so you can have right.
Yes.
But they do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So, the next thing is
Oh, these are my
this is my second
favorite.
favorite feeder in the whole world. The first one is my Droll Yankee tube feeder, but this is a different kind of feeder because different kinds of birds prefer different kinds of platforms to dine on.
That's right.
And the larger birds, such as cardinals and blue jays and hawks and eagles, prefer a platform
Right,
that they can
right.
stand on.
And other birds are ground feeders.
Correct. So this one, the reason I like this one is you set it by weight. This is what I have in my backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And if a pigeon or something gets on it, this thing comes down and
There's a
blocks
little
off.
lever
There's
there.
Yeah, and it literally blocks off the seed.
And-
And I promise you, the pigeons will learn. They do?
Yeah.
They don't go near it.
Because they see the sign that says keep out, right?
They do.
Pigeons keep out.
They
But
do.
actually, pigeons are more ground feeders too.
Yeah, but they still,
Yeah, they're persistent.
they are. And the squirrels learn.
Oh,
Did you know, all kidding aside, the squirrels will learn not to mess around with
you
the
didn't
feeder.
put an instruction book in there with it?
No, but it's really fascinating that we have 1 million squirrels in our backyard. They don't go near this. They learn.
Yeah?
Right?
Yeah?
It's fun watching them the first few times, but afterwards,
Yeah.
So you're right. So what happens is the squirrels, not the squirrels, but the pigeons do. They feed,
Right.
but they do, and it's crows.
Yeah.
We have crows in the backyard, and they wait.
You live in the jungle?
No, well, yes, yes.
Well, I have
we do.
raccoons. Ha, ha, ha.
We do. So anyway, the other stuff is the kind of feed that you want to feed them.
That's right. There's certain birds that just eat the thistle, and the cardinals and such,
Right.
they'll eat the
Right,
the
and
black
thistle's
oil.
great because squirrels don't like thistle.
No, they
so
don't.
So you can even put a thistle feeder right. It's a great gift. You can put a little thistle feeder, which we forgot to bring over, right on. You can put a little suction one on your
Sure,
window.
sure.
You can put them on your porch because you don't have to worry about anybody else coming to get them. Now, let me just tell you that the price of all seeds has gone up beyond comprehension.
Probably like rack of lamb.
Well, lamb, forget it. And there's a real problem in the dog food world. There's a shortage of proteins.
Oh.
There's a shortage of lamb. There's a
Wow.
shortage of every single. But with the bad weather, the bad crops, with the government, they're putting corn in ethanol, with all these different things that they're doing, the price of commodities, as everyone
Yeah,
knows, when
yeah,
you go to
has
the
gone
grocery
crazy.
store,
Crazy.
has gone crazy. So sunflower and the seeds
Yeah.
have. So when you walk into either my store, I don't care whose store you walk into, and you see the price of what.
Yeah, everybody's in the same boat.
It's not that someone's gouging you. It's just stuff has gone up.
Not to interrupt you, but people always have an issue with feeding birds because of the mess it makes.
Yes.
What's that seed that?
Well, one
I
of
forgot.
them, my favorite is the Lyric Delight, or this is what I use.
No, what was?
Well, the Lyric Delight and the Quack and Snack. There's no shells.
There was another one.
So
I
this
forgot the
is
name of
this is peel. It's shelled. So all it is sunflower hearts. I've never figured out, even though this is way more expensive when you buy the bag, I've never figured out if it's actually cheaper than buying a 50-pound bag of sunflower.
Right.
Because with a 50-pound bag of sunflower, you've got all the shells. in it.
Right,
And
that's
this is
that.
no waste.
Right, right.
Nothing.
In fact, one thing I noticed about with the squirrels, if you had a corn on the cob on the little post there,
Yeah.
they would hold it and they would just eat the center and drop the rest on the ground. How wasteful of those
Oh, they
little
do?
brats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So then you get the pigeons. Then you have to the pigeons come in and clean up the mess.
Yeah, and then they go poop all around. You got corn growing all over your yard.
So now our time is up. I have to go. I have to go get Matt. No, done. The whole thing.
Oh.
The whole show. You're kidding. So we have to say goodnight.
Oh.
Wow. Say goodnight. Are you going to come back and do this again next week?
I will.
Okay. all
For
right.
you.
All
Only
right.
for you.
Everyone. You know what? Seriously, everyone has to write in and
Oh.
say we want Sandy. We want Sandy. Get the bum Dave off. Say goodnight, Sandy.
Good night, Sandy.
Good night, Sandy.
Whee! Yaha! Hi, fellas. What's up?